Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update from the Amherst train show, or the West Springfield train show that happened this past weekend. So if you guys are in the Northeast area and don't go to this is definitely worth the trip, just for the deals on items alone. The fact you can also see manufacturers and see what they're producing. For myself, one of the big things I want to see is the Rapido M420, one of my favorite locomotives. And I know I model CP rail in that area, but the Central Vermont kind of ran detour trains over this line a lot. So I mean, for me, that's a huge item that I definitely probably buy 2 or 3 of those engines right off the bat, just because they're my favorite. The fact they also had the opening doors and stuff really makes it a great looking model. I didn't see the sample myself. I think they put it out today. I was there yesterday, but I mean, from what I've seen, it looks fantastic. I was able to talk to some guys at the Rapido booth too. But anyway, get back to the point of stuff I did buy. So last year I ended up finding a guy who makes these fantastic custom loads, custom cars for the Northeast area, Northern New England area in particular. So something like I found last year was this Bangor and Rooster car right here. This car, so it has a removable wood chip load. And then the whole car is custom. And these are one of the coolest cars I think I ever saw. Especially since it was a Bangor and Rooster in that like aqua green color. I always thought it looked really nice. So this year I went back to him again and took all my money pretty much. But so I got another Bangor and Rooster car. I didn't have any of the other ones left. I was trying to get a couple more of those, but so I was able to get this bar car, the main central car here, and this pulp car with a custom load. Now this one is stuck to the car, but I mean, this is just for a train going back and forth. I have no paper millers or anything. This particular train that I'm not modeling, but loosely modeling, is one that's going to serve as a paper mill, and it kind of runs between point to point with the cars. So this was just something that I wanted to add in there. I already had 2 kind of pulpwood cars to begin with, and I decided to just add this to that train. So again, my cars vary on the layout. So like they'll come in for a little while and they'll go out for a couple months, come back in. So nothing stays the same during an operating session. That's just how I feel. At least it gives you a little variation. So again, those are the big 3 finds I got, and I'll go over here and we'll kind of run down the rest of the stuff I got for cars and scenery as well. So I got those are the cars he gives you here. Gives you a really nice box. I'll open it up for you guys. And now I took everything out that's on the inside because he wraps these. But if you buy some bubble wrap or something, you can pack the cars back up pretty instantly. So let me get this head on here so you guys can get the phone number for him. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Now, so I've only been able to find him at the train show. I haven't been able to find his I haven't been able to find him online, Facebook, anything like that. So if you guys look for him at the show, it's the Perkins Model Railroad Historical Society. There's a huge banner on it, and it's in the Better Living Center in the building. So again, if you want me to leave I'll put it in the comments below or the description below if you guys want to take a look at it. I mean, the loads are fantastic. He does pretty much anything, just weathering. The phone number, again, I haven't reached out to him over the phone, so I don't know how he is to deal with. But the cars look fantastic. This is probably one of the main reasons I keep going back to the show, just to keep getting these. And I really, like I said, I love the wood chip cars. I think they're probably one of the coolest things ever. Like how they took the time to design these and everything. So, but anyway, we'll move on from that. I ended up stopping by Scenic Express. I was able to pick up these bushes here. Take a screenshot of that one too. They're on their website. Scenic Express is usually pretty good. If you put the product number in, the item will just pop right up. So I'm looking to get these in the fall color next go around. Those are they're advertised as tall bushes, but they look kind of like trees to me. So I really liked them. I thought they were a nicer addition. Like really fine detail up close. They look perfect. So that was another nice ad. And then I also got these grass tufts, and I kind of spent the day doing that. So I have the autumn color here on these ones, and then the late summer. So I go between the 2 colors, and I'll show you guys what I do with them. So again, if you guys don't know with this layout, how I transition everything is from early fall in the southern half to the, colder, more winters coming to the northern half of the layout. So this area right here is like the dividing line, and then this section, it kind of like moves up and around into what I. So, and what happened was, and I'll explain to you guys, was I found the Allagash Railway and how Mike does his scenery for that railroad as I was building this section, and I thought it was really neat, and I figured, you know what, I'll give that a shot, and so that's what I kind of did here. So as you can see, that's why, if you ever notice, the bottom half of the layout's green, and the top half of the layout's very barren. So, but anyway, we'll get back to it. So I planted some tufts all along this area, and same thing in here in this track, kind of give it some real, aged vibe to it, So you kind of question if it's abandoned or not, if the car's not there. Then this area, I did all in here, all this area here. Same thing with the tracks over there. Underneath those hopper cars right here is all like greener grass, because it's a grain company. So again, grain's gonna spill all over the place. You're not gonna be able to control that, and grass is gonna grow. So, so like I said, I got that taken care of. And then I also got some pine trees, and I got some boats too from Scenic Express. So, we got eight boats here, $15, not bad. You just gotta build the little kits, but I could change the boats up, which is pretty nice. So in the little lake area I have over here, I could have like a sailboat sitting here, a little motorboat, something over here. Just in pictures and stuff. It's never. That's why I changed the pictures and everything. It's a beautiful layout. So, and then I got a bunch of pine trees. These are just generic Scenic Express Walters pine trees. I got them for $20, and it was like 11 or 10 or 11 of them, something like that. So, not a bad deal either there. Then if you guys are getting into operations, I highly suggest, at least for the beginning level, car cards. So this kind of helps you give you an idea how a layout's kind of supposed to run. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube about explaining how those things work. I don't want to get too much into it, but what I'm basically doing right now is I did a dry run of car cards like a couple years ago, and I did them for all the cars, and I just didn't know how I want the layout to work. So now I'm in my final stage with the car cards, and I think it's a lot better system there, because I don't have to sit there and Excel or anything, keep putting in cars and putting out sheets for them. I can just kind of like instantly, if I want to do a session, I flip the cards over and we're good to go. It takes probably 10-15 minutes to flip all the cards. Because you have 50, I think I have close to 60, maybe close to 70 cars in there right now. But, so I also invested in buying new Weibo boxes here, or car boxes for the yard. So I cleaned up the plugs a little bit too, and then I bought these. So since I have 4 tracks in both of my large yards, and they're all numbered, I gotta paint the boxes black and put the numbers on the tracks again. But it left me with one box open, so I could put bad order cars or maintenance away equipment or whatever on that track. And then it's kind of the same thing over here. Sorry for the shakiness here, but so I have a caboose track, but it kind of doubles as like a local track too. So it was another thing, I had no box to put it. Same thing with the maintenance away track over here. If I put any bad order cars, like on the layout sessions I have, if a bad order car comes up, we'll put it on that track. So this kind of just organizes the yard a little bit, and just makes it a little easier to kind of get around switching and everything. And then I'm working on the final plans right now for the next addition to the layout, which will be a visible staging yard layout. But I would like to try and, essentially what I plan on doing is cutting back from this switch right here, this track, essentially down. So this area right here, cut this away. We'll have a curved piece of track go into a visible staging yard to the left. And I'd like to actually do a scene on it as like an elevated section. So it'll have like a street level down below, an elevated section with like concrete walls, kind of raising the whole track up. Do like a 3-track yard up top, and kind of make it simulate Montreal. So we can actually have the idea would be, it would actually, by having this section, I could actually free up pretty much a whole track in this yard, because this would be your northbound train right here. So I'm dumping off stuff that's local, and then I'm dumping off stuff here that would be for Montreal. Well, if I can take this away from the layout, then essentially I'm freeing up a whole other track here. So switching would be made a lot easier, and also allow me to have the the train from Boston to Maine. I actually have a pretty good sized train going into St. Johnsbury now. So that's just stuff I'm thinking about in the future to add on to. And then, I'm trying to get the majority of this layout pretty much done before. It is pretty much done, but at least the scenery wise and stuff, I'll get a little more along the way. And then we'll move on to that last section. And then the last thing, I didn't pick it up at the Springfield show. I actually just picked it up this weekend on eBay. I was able to find a Morristown Erie RS1 number 15. If you guys aren't familiar with the railroad, it's in northern New Jersey. It's a very small railroad right now. It used to be quite large in the 70s, 80s, and even the 90s to 2000. So my dad actually plans on modeling that, and that's what his kind of new passion is with the hobby. So he wants to do a layout based on the Morristown Erie in the kind of 70s. And I know it's not really right, but so we have a small collection of power right now. We have the 14, which is a S4, and the 16, which is a C430, I believe. So I got the RS1 for that right now, which is very hard to find. So that's pretty much a relief for me, at least for him, for trying to model later on, not having to custom paint anything. So that's going to be the next thing we're going to do. I plan on taking down this layout I have over here, and then those boxes over there. I got to move all that stuff out of the way, and I can actually open up a nice crew area and stuff in there. So that's the plan, at least for right now. I don't want to keep dragging this on too long with the video. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions or you want to know more about these cars or anything, let me know. I can attach the contact info for the guy who makes them to you. And yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned for next month. I don't think I'm going to be able to put 4 videos out next month, but I'll give it a shot, see what I can do. I'll at the very least give you guys an update of what's going on. I don't think it'll be too much, but see what's going on around here. Hopefully I can kind of get the car hard situation straightened out next weekend, if I get some time to, or this week, and then I can do another op session that I have planned coming up for February. Maybe even try and film that. That would be a good go-to. And if you guys are living in northern New Jersey area, let me know. I would, if you want to stop by, see how that looks and operates and everything, please let me know. So, all right, guys, till next month.